Join Ansley Watson because, as you can know, the Finnish culture is widely celebrated, and Ansley is going to tell us more about this festival that encompasses, well, basically everything Finn. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. That's right. We are in the Finnish American Heritage Center in Hancock, which, like you were reading earlier, we are going to celebrate everything Finn for this Juhannus Midsummer Festival. Now, it actually kicks off today, goes through Sunday. They're saying they're bumping up this festival a little bit this year for the 100th anniversary of celebrating Finland's independence. So later in the hour, we will talk all about what you can expect for this weekend. So stay with us. Reporting live in Hancock, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right. Thank you very much, Ansley. And of course, as we get ready for the weekend, a lot of things taking place outdoors, and folks want to know what's going to happen in that. Good morning. It's 11 after the hour. Finland is celebrating a century of independence, and the UP is helping them celebrate with a huge festival. Ansley Watson is learning more about this festival today. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Yes, you will not be bored this weekend, that's for sure, if you go to any of these events. Dave Mackey is joining me this morning, and you've been on the planning committee for this Johannes Festival, haven't you?
Yeah, that's exactly right. We've actually been trying to put this festival together for a handful of months now. We started when there was still plenty of snow on the ground, and we're excited to finally see it come together.
So this festival, well, first of all, Johannes Midsummer Festival. Explain kind of what that means.
Well, we have typically celebrated Juhannus or Midsummer, which is even though here it feels like summer just began, it's kind of like the midpoint of summer, a reason to celebrate the longest day of the year. And we typically have a celebration here in Hancock for the last few years where we do a small event on one day. And there are other communities in the area that do similar events. And we decided, since Finland's turning 100 years old this year, why don't we all come together and make one giant celebration rather than 3 or 4 unique ones.
You said the concentration in this area for Finnish culture is so strong. And people may not even realize it because you're just so used to it. You're around it every day.
Exactly. People may not know this, but at least 1 in 3 people here in the Copper Country claim Finnish ancestry. So rather than just let it continue to be commonplace where everyone expects everyone to have a sauna, and these Finnish names are very easy for folks to pronounce, we thought, let's celebrate what we're already doing, and it's coming together with a 3-day, 4-site festival, and we couldn't be happier. And
let's start out with that first day. It starts at the Honka Homestead.
That's right. Things will get underway at 1 o'clock today out at Honka Homestead. There's going to be music, there's going to be dancing, crafters, exhibitors. It's really going to be a full day of activity out there, and the folks at Honka are really excited to be a part of this. They typically do their Heritage Day, which is what this is going to be. That's typically in August, but this year they're doing it in June because they wanted to be part of this grander midsummer celebration as well.
Another big thing is the Finland ambassador is coming, or is here actually in town. She spoke last night, and she'll be around for this festival as well.
Yeah, that's right. She's able to be here for a good part of the festival, and she's actually really excited to be here. I learned from the person who picked her up at the airport that when her plane was coming in, she was looking out the window and saying, "My goodness, did this plane accidentally bring me home?"
Wow.
Because she's remarked at how much this area reminds her of Finland. And I think that's part of the reason that this area is on the radar of the Finnish government. Because, you know, we don't become Finnish for things like this. We just celebrate what we're already doing.
Now, we're right next to the Finnish American Heritage Center in Hancock, and there's festivities going on here as well Saturday. What's happening then?
Well, it's going to be a full half day of activities here at the Heritage Center and on Quincy Green here outside the building. We have a marketplace inside and in the center's community hall. We have a marketplace that's going to be out here, the typical Hancock Tory, the farmers market. There's going to be an art fair here on the lawn. The folks from Ponce Logging have a piece of equipment on display, and we have a couple of speakers coming into town. There's a genealogist from Minnesota, a log building expert from Idaho is going to be in the area, and we're really excited to have probably Finland's premier fiddler who's come all the way from across the pond to share some of his expertise with local musicians. So if someone has some skill behind them already where they can already play an acoustic instrument, a fiddle or something similar, they should really take advantage of the chance to learn from one of the masters.
Incredible. We're sitting next to a really neat pole. This is the Midsummer Pole. Later in the hour, though, we'll discuss a little bit more of why this is so important and how it stays in with this culture as well, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's another way that we exemplify the Finnish culture here in our area. The bonfire is one way that people do it, the pole is another, and there's really any number of ways that we can show how Finnish we really are and why it's a great thing to be.
All right, Dave, thank you. Stay with us. Reporting live in Hancock, I'm Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
Good morning, everyone. The Johannes Midsummer Festival takes place starting today across the western UP. This morning, Ansley Watson is in Hancock telling us about some of the things that you will find. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Yes, so much going on. Dave Mackey is joining me this morning and been a very busy man at helping to put together this huge celebration.
Oh, it's certainly been a busy couple of weeks, but it's certainly worth it when you see that there's people coming from the local area. And in fact, there was even some folks here yesterday that have come all the way up from downstate, Ann Arbor. We've had people come into town from Wausau and other points in Wisconsin. They're coming here to celebrate with us, so it kind of makes it all worth it.
I love how earlier you were saying, like, this is really a hub for Finnish culture. People who live here may notice it, they may not, but it really is a hub for Finnish culture.
Oh, absolutely. Even if you're not Finnish yourself, you certainly know someone who is. We don't become Finnish for a festival like this. We just celebrate what we're already doing.
So let's talk about the festival. It begins today. What is going on?
Well, today at 1 o'clock, things get underway at the Honka Homestead in Askell, which is in northern Baraga County. It's an authentic immigrant homestead that they've restored, and they're really eager to show folks what they've done out there. There's going to be demonstrators, crafters, music, plenty of opportunity to enjoy yourself, no matter what your ethnic background might be.
So then we're here in Hancock. Stuff is going to be happening here Saturday. What's going to take place? That's right.
Yeah, starting Saturday morning at about 9 o'clock, there's going to be a marketplace out here on the lawn. There's going to be a marketplace in the Finnish American Heritage Center, an art fair here on the lawn. The traveling sauna will be here. That's coming.
Talk about that. That's kind of exciting.
Well, the traveling sauna is kind of making its way around the U.S. It's a sauna that's on a trailer, and these guys are pulling it around the country, stopping in various communities where there's a lot of Finns. And when they were planning this, they were figuring they'd go to like the Los Angeles area, Denver, Minneapolis, larger places, and on that list was Hancock.
Really?
So how flattering is that when you're on par with these major metropolitan areas as a must-stop destination for folks connected with Finland?
Yeah, it really does tell a lot. So then, going off of that, after Hancock, where can people go?
Well, after Hancock, things will wrap up here in the early afternoon, and from there, everyone should head out to the community of Toivola, where there's going to be the Johannes Bonfire on the shore of Lake Superior out at Agate Beach. This is something that they've been doing out there for better than a century. It's a tradition that came over with the immigrants who settled there, and it's a very common thing to see at midsummer in Finland. And the folks out there do it up really nice and big, and everyone should come out and enjoy that. There's going to be music, food, other entertainment, and the bonfire caps things off at about 9 o'clock that night. Finland's ambassador to the U.S. is going to be doing the ceremonial lighting, so she's going to get an authentic UP experience for sure.
Oh, that'll be so fun. Well, another tradition too is the Midsummer Pole, which is right here in Hancock. Give us a summary about what this pole is all about.
Well, the pole is used in, what I understand is it's kind of an alternative, if you will, to the midsummer bonfire. It's a way that you can exemplify what's going on in your community. Ours here, it's got the greens. We have a lot of forest area. There's some decorative elements on it to catch people's eye. And at the top, we've got the boats that we're near the shore of Lake Superior. There's, nautical things are very common here. And the deer and the trees up top obviously show an example of what's very near and dear to a lot of people's hearts, that being hunting, fishing, and outdoor activities.
Well, it sounds to be like a really great weekend.
Oh, it's going to be. Check out the schedule online, and please come and enjoy anything and everything.
All right, Dave. Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
It's my pleasure.
Reporting live in Hancock, I'm Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.